Welcome all. Today we talk about electron beam welding. So these are the contents. First we discuss about electron beam welding and this principle of operations. Then we discuss about advantages, disadvantages and applications. What is an electron beam? Electron beam is a stream of negatively charged particles. And this electron beam welding is the joining of two metal pieces using an electron beam. This welding process utilizes an accelerated stream of electrons as the focused onto the materials by using the thermal energy. The beam of electrons create kinetic heat causing the materials to melt and bond.
So, electron beam welding is done in a vacuum atmosphere. And the reason for this is if it was not a vacuum atmosphere, the electron beam would interfere with the other atoms present in the atmosphere. And this would decrease the efficiency of the electron beam and also would reduce the velocity of the electrons. So let's look into a bit more detail on how the operation is. So here is a diagram of an electron beam welding equipment. Now, when this equipment is connected to power supply, the cathode generates negative electrons. And these negative electrons need to be accelerated. So below the cathode, you can see an anode. And the anode is positively charged and the cathode is negatively charged. And due to the difference in charge, there will be a potential difference. And this potential difference is what accelerates the electrons. So below you can see a focusing coil. So a focusing coil basically acts as a lens where it takes the upcoming electrons and gives it a path to flow. It focuses it towards a certain path. It lets the electrons flow through a path. And below here we have a deflection coil. The deflection coil deflects the upcoming electrons onto the workpiece, which is the metals. So when the accelerated electrons with high kinetic energy hits the metal surface, the thermal energy gets produced. And the thermal energy is what melts and fuses the metals and the two pieces get joined.
So these are the advantages of the electron beam welding. Low thermal input, high purity, clean and sound welds, deep penetration welds, high conductivity metals, energy conversion efficiency is high about 65%. These are the disadvantages. High joint preparation and tool cost, limited penetration and standoff distance, X-ray shielding required, limitation of the vacuum chamber. Work size is limited by the size of the chamber. It is an expensive equipment. These are the applications. Electron beam welding have application in automotive, oil and gas, aerospace, etc. in industries. And this electron beam welding is used in applications such as for welding of electronic compounds, bridges, aircraft parts, ships, shells, etc. Metals having high melting point like tungsten can also be welded by using the electron beam welding. Electron beam welding can be used for active metals such as titanium, which may oxidize during the welding process.
Thank you.
Thank you.